It really highlights the amount of energy and passion and want that people have in the community, but also the potential that we've yet to even to touch on and embrace. Part of it, also, the purpose of today is to really showcase and celebrate the work from the projects that is funded through the initiative and highlight the health impacts and reflect on the learning and valuation of it and explore new steps and insights that really nurture our culture and traditions, but also promote those positivities in around the mental sphere and our daily lives as who we are when we live in the space that we live in.
And I'm also especially proud to be here with you in the afterglow of the news that writer and activist Rosalind McDonagh has been appointed to the Arts Council. Rosalind is the very first traveller to hold such a position in the Arts Council, and that represents a huge historic moment for everyone in Ireland and for everybody in the arts.
We laughed. We never laughed as much in all our lives. We forgot our problems of the everyday struggles that we have. But for them 6 days, we were who we were supposed to be, travellers, people of the land.
The process involved in bringing the project to life at times was challenging, especially when we had unrealistic deadlines to meet, awaiting the drawdown of funds to allow us to continue what we started. But that should not put anyone off. This funding is vital to local projects and should be available yearly to allow projects in the local community a chance to promote, celebrate and grow a beautiful, rich and vibrant culture that gets overshadowed by the huge disadvantages that we face as travellers throughout our life.
I suppose just to touch back though on what Martin said, I think that sense of identity, culture and the depth of traveller history is important for travellers. I think that sense of ourselves is important for everyone, and I think that's very true for travellers. And sometimes, unfortunately, I think for travellers that culture has been denied, so it's lovely to see the ownership of it and the pride in it, and that's one of the things that I think is really important for the traveller community and why today is really important.
You know, a community that has a strong connection with its cultural identity, with its history, with its language, with its people. We know the benefits. There's confidence, there's strength, there's resilience. You know, and when you have that strength and resilience and confidence, you're in a better position to tackle issues such as exclusion and racism. So it's about reclaiming that pride, that dignity in who you are, you know, as a community. Because we've come through a lot. We've been hammered for hundreds of years. It's been a colonisation process, and as part of that colonisation process, you know, there's been internalised shame is a significant issue where travellers feel inadequate, feel inferior to settled people, are ashamed, will hide their identity, and so that's why all of these projects which are doing work around culture and the arts and reclaiming identity is so important in building that pride, confidence and resilience.
Along with our culture being taken from us, as you all know, we found barriers of getting in to the accommodation and some services that's available to us, and we just felt that our voice wasn't being heard, and for our health and well-being we decided to create a play that people would be able to listen to us and see us actually create something that we felt we were being heard.
It's different because ever since it came in, like, it was mostly about travellers and all. We lost a good old friend of ours, he was a traveller. He was mostly into all this type of stuff, so we did this painting in honour of him. And he was only 13 years of age, and life was a bit hard for him. There was nothing out there for him to do and all that, so it's basically a remembrance of him and all the other travellers who sadly died there in the last couple of years.
That type of expression, but whether it's that project or any other project, what that can do, the capability that has for developing people's skills, social skills, emotional skills, for improving mental well-being, all of those things are important. If this is part of the overall package of improving life and quality of life, well, you know what, that's good enough for me. But I would certainly say to everybody, please stay involved. Please find ways to support people to be creative, because that creativity is more than recreation. It is genuinely a sincere part of what is and what should be health and well-being.